Hello, good morning, children. How are you? I hope everyone is well. Let's do Module 2 of your Mathematics 8 with the title Illustrating Triangle Congruence and Illustrating the Side, Angle, Angle, and SSS Congruence Postulates. Okay, for Lesson 1, we have here Illustrating Triangle Congruence. First, what is a triangle? Well, we all know a triangle is a two-dimensional figure with three sides, three angles, and three vertices. When we say congruence, it must have the same shape and dimension or size. Okay? So the symbol for congruence is an equal sign, and above it is like an S sign. Okay, for triangles class, Cpctc rule or corresponding parts of a congruent triangles are congruent. So let's have an example. Given the triangles below, give one congruent statement, then list all the 6 corresponding parts. And then name the possible congruent statement. Okay, look at the triangles below. How can we name these two triangles? Okay, we can see that there are 3 vertices, 3 sides, 3 angles on the given. So we can say that, or we can name that as triangle ABC corresponds to or congruent to triangle DEF. Okay, so let's name these two triangles. If you look at angle A, we have here, or it corresponds to angle D, correct? Therefore, if I will to list it, I will put it like this. Triangle A, triangle D. And then, or angle B is congruent to angle E. What is my reason? Just look at the congruency sign for angles. It has 3 congruency sides. So meaning to say, it corresponds to angle E. Okay. So, perhaps I will get B and then E. And then next, your angle C has 2 congruent sign for angles, also for angle F. Therefore, I may write C and F. So I can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Okay. Do you understand, class? Okay, so when we name these triangles, then there are 6 facts which are always true. We know that corresponding sides are congruent. Therefore, let us write the corresponding sides. Okay, so we are finding for the corresponding sides that are congruent. Okay, since we have here triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF, therefore, side AB is congruent to side DE. As you can see in the figure, there is the corresponding, or there is the sign that they are congruent. Okay, so side AB is congruent to side DE. Another side would be side BC is congruent to side EF. Okay. So side BC is congruent to side EF, and then we have here side CA is congruent to side FD. So those are the corresponding sides. Now for the corresponding angles, we have here angle A corresponds to or congruent to angle D. Angle B corresponds to angle C. And then angle C, which has two congruent sides for angles, is congruent to angle F. There are two congruent sides for angle F. Or, if you are correct in naming the triangles, actually, you can look at the triangle or the triangles, just like this one. If side AB here is congruent to side DE, BC is congruent to side EF, and then CA is congruent to side FD. That's how I get it sometimes. And then for the corresponding sides, stop. Okay, for question number 2, we have there other possible congruent statements. Look at the first congruent statement, and that is triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Therefore, what I do is to assign places. Example, triangle BCA is congruent to triangle EFD. Okay, so this one. And then another one, triangle CAB is congruent to triangle FDE. This one. And then another is triangle CBA is congruent to triangle FED. Okay. And then triangle ABC, which I had given as a given, is congruent to triangle DEF. So that is all about congruent parts of a corresponding triangle is congruent.